it just takes hustle. It just takes hustle to be successful in this life. It doesn't have to be gritty hustle, but it's going to take the willingness for you to be activated. It's going to take the willingness for you to get out of your comfort zone, to seek discomfort. Usually, and I've experienced this myself, a lot of the times, the only thing that separates the person and the life that you have today from your potential, from the life you could potentially have, from the person you could potentially be, is your willingness to leave behind your comfort zone. So because people get attached to their comfort zones, they become very, very addictive. And so just think about it. If you ever sat back and you like assessed your life and you were like, what's my life been like for the past 5-10 years? Then you're going to find a lot of things that you haven't changed. A lot of things, that you have not changed. There's going to be a lot of things in your life you just haven't changed. So, and I was that way too, because typically and thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about, that your comfort zone is probably one of the deadliest things that you can hold on to, because they trap you. A comfort zone, it traps you, but it does not require anything else of you. And I guess it goes back to a lot of people are mentally and physically lazy. You shouldn't be that way, but all of that equals your comfort zone. Your routines equals your comfort zone. Where you live, your expectations, all a part of your comfort zone. So I aim with this video to talk you out of it, to motivate you to get out of your comfort zone, to motivate you to try something different. So somebody said that's so true about the comfort zone. Absolutely. Guys, smash thumbs up. Help me to grow this channel and get this message across to more people. That's the only way I could do it, by you guys hitting thumbs up and subscribe. And I appreciate you if you already have. Hit the thumbs up. Let me know. Hit that thumbs up and let me know. So somebody said, not gonna lie, I never took your course, but you taught me a lot. Your story inspired me to start my middleman business. Perfect. What type of middleman business do you have, by the way? So, and my goal for this channel is just to help everybody be successful. And the way that I do it, I always say I don't necessarily tell you what to do. I just kind of give you my story, my life, my backstory of what I've been through, how I grew up, how tough it was, because we don't get to choose where we're born. And a lot of us are born into really tough situations. And it was like that for me. And, spending majority of my life living in lack, never having abundance, just struggle all the time. And I just got so burned out by it. I was like, man, I keep going through this same cycle year after year, day after day, month after month. It's the same cycle. The cycle of depression, the cycle of underachieving, the cycle of lack, the cycle of never having enough, right? Always trying to piece ends together. And you'll know it because somebody might ask, how do I know if that's me? Well, a big way, one of the for sure ways to tell if you're not where you should be, or if you're in a place where it's comfort, it's struggle disguised as comfort, you're gonna say things. So just one of the ways to check where you are, check your reality, is check your vocabulary. So if your vocabulary consists of words and phrases like, I can't afford it, then you're probably living in lack. If it consists of phrases like, the rich people are greedy, things like that. I have a 9-to-5, safe, secure job, reliable. I have a savings account, emergency account. just check your vocabulary. Your vocabulary will tell you everything you need to know. So somebody says state healthcare program. Okay, nice. How's it working out for you so far? So I personally, guys, I am biased because I have a middleman business as well as a school, but I'm biased on the middleman business model, and the reason I am, and I'm not bias is not the right word for here because I am biased because I have one, but I'm what's a better word? I'm bullish, right? So if you guys use bullish in the market is a prosperous term, a good term, meaning things are going well, or I believe it's going to be successful. I'm bullish on the middleman business model, and the reason I am is because of AI. And I've spoken about this on other videos, how AI is becoming a part of our everyday lives, whether you like it or not. AI is there, it's here to stay, and it's only going to have a bigger and bigger impact. So if you're starting to see the influence of AI, smash the thumbs up. Let me know where you guys are watching from in the chat. It's going to be a short video. I got a little bit of work to do for my book and move company. By the way, if you're anywhere in America and you need to find a moving service, go to bookandmove.com. That's one of my middleman businesses. I don't just talk about having a middleman business. I actually own middleman businesses. So, and I'm not going to go through the list today, but it gives me freedom. And it gives me the freedom to do the things that I want to do. It gives me the freedom to enjoy life on my terms. But the middleman business model is, to me, one of the best models because of this. That is OPS, other people's skills. When we think about doing a job, it usually requires our skills, and that's what we get paid for. You do the work. In exchange for the work, the company gives you a paycheck for the skills you provide. And when I think about a middleman business, I think about, hey, I don't do the work. So prime example, I could right here today, I could decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to, let's say, because this has happened to me before, and I've done it just to prove it to the class that this is so easy. You could easily make money. And if I had the time to share my screen, I'd show you the text messaging. But if you wanted to make money today, it's so easy. Let's just say you wanted to make $50 today. Nothing big, but, well, I shouldn't say it that way because there were times in my life where $50 felt like $500. So I'm not going to devalue that. And because I don't know where everybody's at, I know people are struggling out here today. So let's say you were in a situation where you had to make $50 today, you're not employed, or you are employed, but your paycheck's not coming today. But you got to make some money today, right? Got to put gas in the car, got to get shoes for the baby, whatever. Got to get some diapers. I understand, been there, done that. So the thing for me is I'm almost at my destination, guys. You got just a couple minutes to drop your question or comment and to hit the thumbs up. So what I would do, so prime example, I was out and about one day and I started talking to someone because I'm very social. I was having a conversation with somebody. It's like, what do you do? It's like, I do carpet cleaning. I've been trying to get my carpet cleaning company off the ground. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, how's it going for you? And he was like, it's kind of slow right now. Got to get some customers coming in, but I think I'll be able to grow it and make it successful. I was like, perfect. I was like, so who does the cleaning? He was like, I do it. I'm really good at doing the carpet cleaning and whatnot. I was like, okay, cool. And I said, I'm right there. I'm just sitting there going through this. I'm like, well, what do you charge for the average house? Not the high end, not the low end. What do you charge for the average, 2-bedroom house or apartment? And he was like, because I'm always thinking about middleman math. Like, what do you charge? How much can I make? And so he was like, I'm trying to remember the exact number. I'll probably butcher it. But this guy, he was like, I think I want to say, he said 150, maybe like 150. Cool. Okay, so the average cost to clean an apartment is about 150. Okay, gotcha. Now I understand what the customers are willing to pay. So if he's booking at 150, I can book at 150. Bam. So I'm like, all right, 150 sounds cool. And then I'm like, let me ask you this, because I'm just playing around just to see if you could really do this with anybody. And I said, let me ask you this: if someone brought a job to you, and the job paid 100, you didn't have to find the customer, you didn't have to look for the customer, it was just a customer that was waiting for you, and they were going to pay you when you got there, would you do the job for 100 as opposed to 150? He was like, yeah, if they bring me the customer, I'm doing it. Bam. Just like that, what happened? Bam, you already know. I made $50 just on a conversation. Now, all I have to do is get that customer, book that customer, capture the customer info and details, and dispatch the work to them. Now, the way I teach you, I don't teach you to, well, there's a couple ways you can do it yourself. Some people like to be on the phone, I don't. Or you can just let another, you can let a website do all of that for you. You know what I prefer. I prefer full automation. Now I know everyone don't prefer full automation, but I do. I like full automation. I don't want to talk to customers. So hit thumbs up, hit thumbs up. This is just an impromptu video. Nothing special. I'm just sharing some things, sharing some insight about you got to have a little hustle. You got to have a little hustle. The only thing that's going to separate you from where you are today, who you are today, and who you could become in the future, just going to be a little bit of hustle. You got to work that hustle muscle. That's what I always say. Look, you got to work that hustle muscle. You know how to hustle. You know how to put that work in. Why don't you go out there and do it? But most people get in their comfort zones, and then what happens? They don't want to hustle. Why? Because it's uncomfortable. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Well, you don't want to accomplish what you said you want to accomplish. You're only lying to yourself. You're not lying to me. So, all right. So somebody said, let's see, state health care program. Okay, that's cool. It says so far it's going good. I'm charging $290, and much traffic. I can't keep up. Wow. Only issues I'm having is payment process. I'm like, I only accept payment through Cash App or Zelle, but I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, if that's me, if I'm you, yeah, there are a few things you could do to overcome that. I started like that. You're not going to be able to grow like that because it's not going to be a good business image look as you go and grow your company. So that's, you don't want to operate only on that. So especially if you're talking about scale, so you're gonna have to get away from that. Do me a favor, because I got to get off here. Just I got some stuff for you that can help you. Some things I went through, some experience that I had whenever I first got my service off the ground. And email me. What's my email? You can shoot me an email to. Let's see. Just email me at Middleman CEO info at gmail.com. So can I add that? I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, it says I can pin a message. That's pretty cool. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I did the wrong thing. I don't know. I don't even know how to respond to messages on my live. I'm so new to this. So I apologize, guys. I am so new to this. But anyway, I'm trying to respond. Just email me if you guys have questions about starting a middleman business or getting into my training. Email me. The price is going up. Seats are limited because I work with everybody one-on-one to help you get your business built. My goal is to try to have your business up and running in 7 days. But if that's something you guys want to learn, or if you want to get into that, or you want to get on a payment plan, email me, middlemanceo info@gmail.com. And let's see, good. I'm charging $290. Too much traffic. That's pretty. Look, that's a good problem to have when you start bringing in a bunch of money. So absolutely, you got to get out of that comfort zone again. You got to leave your comfort zone behind. You're never going to be able to grow. You're never going to be able to have the things you want to have in life. And I got news for you. Life's going to go by anyway. Time's going to go by anyway. You're going to wake up, you're going to be 10 years older, 20 years older, and 30 years older. And the time for you to get the most out of life, that time's going to pass you by. That's why I always wake up with a sense of urgency. What can I do today? What can I do? That's the only question I'm asking. What can I do today? Not how hard it is, not how easy it is. What can I do today to grow my business? What can I do today to enjoy my life? Right? If you go to my website, bookandmove.com, you'll find out that customers who need to get moved can go to the website, book their entire move on the website. Never call me, never email me, never message me. They can book their entire move right there on the website. You know why? Because I wanted it that way. I wanted it set up that way because I don't want to be on phones. I don't want to talk to customers. I don't want to do customer service. I could just get a job if I want to do that. But it's fully automated where customers can go there, pay a deposit, so they can go there to do three things. Three things I always teach: book, deposit, dispatch. Customer can go to my website, book their job, put all their information in, book that job, get that quote. Then, after they book the job, you can, oh, that's cute. I appreciate that. Me. Thank you. So the customers can go to the website, book that job. So book is the first thing that's going to happen because there's three things you learn that I teach you: book, deposit, dispatch. That's the process. That's the process. We're going to connect the customer, collect the deposit, send the work away, and start over. It's not a hard process. If it was hard, I wouldn't do it. I'd just go find a job. So book, deposit, dispatch works this way. The customer's going to go to the website, book their job. Then they're going to take a deposit. My website's going to take a deposit, not me. It's going to say, hey, in order to confirm this reservation, here's your deposit amount that's due. Bam, customer's going to pay $150 minimum deposit. That minimum deposit is going to light up on this phone. Ping, I'm going to get a ping. I like the Stripe ping. I'm going to get a ping, lets me know I just got paid. So that ping's going to go into my Stripe account, $150 into my Stripe account. Now, what happens next? Well, I'm not doing the job. I might be out having lunch. I'm just going to keep eating. And so as soon as the payment is made, the customer is going to get a confirmation email, right? And then an alert is going to go out to all of the emails and text messages, phone numbers for the ISP. So here in Dallas, I have 25 ISPs. If you don't know what that means, independent service pros. You guys might call them contractors. We don't. We call them professionals. And so these ISPs in this business, movers, these movers are going to get an alert and says that a job is available near you. View the details, and then they're just going to open the details, right? And so as soon as they open the details, what's going to happen? They're going to open up the details, see it right there. Smash thumbs up, guys. Help me out. Help me to spread this word, spread this mentality, spread this mindset, and grow this channel and get more people looking at these videos. So they're simply going to get an alert, and it's going to say view. They're going to view. You can't see this part on the website, but I can, because I can see the administrative side. But they're going to view the job. The job details are going to be right there. You know, Miss Johnson, Saturday, 9 a.m., whatever. And by the way, it's going to work this way for your clients too, for your customers too. If you do full automation, which is book online, dispatch online, reserve the job online, everything done online without your phone having to ring. Now, I do have students who like to do the phone thing. That's up to you. I don't. I like freedom. I don't want to talk. So book the job, dispatch the work, done. So the mover is going to be able to say, hey, I want to get this job. I'll take it. And so they'll simply click accept. When that's done, the system automatically dispatches the job to them. ABC movers now have this job. Here's all the information details. Done. When the movers go out and perform the move, they reply that, or they let us know that the move has been completed. So they close out the job. And then as soon as that happens, the automated system, again, using AI, instantly sends out a 5-question survey. So we can grade the customer experience as well as grade the ISPs, because we want the best. And that's the whole process. I get paid, or if you were running a middleman business, you get paid before the work's even done, right? So, and again, you don't have to do moving, you don't have to do cleaning, you don't, it's whatever you want to do. You can do home cleaning, you could do garage repair, you could do vehicle repair, you could do maintenance, you could do heating and AC, you can do roofing, you could do landscaping, you could do pools, you could do pest control. Somebody said you could do Medicaid. Not Medicaid, but in healthcare. You can do dog walking, dog training, dog sitting, if that's the same thing. You can do, just thinking of things off the top of my head. You can do television mounting. You can do painting. You can do cabinet installations. You can do bounce house setup, birthday party setups. You guys put it in the comments. What did I miss when it comes to service? Give me some things that I might have missed. Gutter cleaning, like one of my students. You can do moving like me. You could do commercial cleaning. So I guess you guys understand the list goes on and on. Anytime a service needs to be provided, you can middleman it. Garage repair, garage clean out, junk removal, hauling, demolition, on and on and on. That's why I say this is one of the best industries going forward. And the reason it is because one of the last jobs that'll ever be replaced, or industries that'll ever be replaced by AI, is going to be skilled labor. AI cannot move your furniture, cannot clean your house, cannot fix your garage, cannot do your roof. AI cannot, tint your vehicle's windows, detail your vehicle. AI can't do these service jobs. And so now that we know service jobs are the safest, why not partner with them? And that's what a middleman does. It gets between a service business and a customer, brings the two together, get paid every time the match is made. So we simply connect, collect, repeat. So that's what I do. I connect, collect, repeat. So you can call me the connect, collect, and repeat man. But if you want an idea of how that system works, by the way, I didn't even get into how the ISPs actually pay you to get access to your job. That I'll save that for the class. But go to bookandmove.com and you can go and see how the process works. Right? That's the middleman business. Now, again, you don't have to do moving. You can use the same system that I use on there for any service business. All right, guys, I got to go. If you have any questions about the middleman business, just email me or click the link. That's going to be in the video description below. But if you're ready to get into that class, you're ready to work with me, put the word middleman down below or email me at middlemanceoinfo@gmail.com. Otherwise, I got to go. I got to get to this meeting. And we're trying to scale this business into a couple other cities here. Right now, we're focusing, on Dallas, but we're ready to get this thing nationwide. So think about it, man. When this business is making, $1 million a year, I don't know how often I'll get to do these videos because I got a bunch of things I want to do in life, including travel. So, all right, let me get to this meeting. But if you guys want to know what I know, you know what to do. Otherwise, look, just put a little hustle in your muscle, okay? And just start doing some work. Do the hustle, do the grind. I know it sucks in the beginning, but guess what? That's what it takes. And that's why most people won't have the lives that they had the potential to have. They'll die with all that potential and they'll never use it. The graveyard is full of potential. Full of potential. People that died with a lot of unused potential, they never use it. My advice, don't die with all that potential. Do something now. All right, guys. Email me. Let's see. Let me know, guys. Personal Care LLC. Email me, guys. Email me. I got some ideas about your Zelle payments and whatnot. Otherwise, I got to go. See you guys on the next video. Peace.